Should I go there next?
How was your time alone? Any thoughts?
Yeah, it was a complete waste of time. All I could think of was the work I could be doing instead. Why the hell did you send me there? There's nothing wrong with me. On the contrary, I've never been better. Why don't you just let me do my thing?
Because I'm worried for you. You want me to treat you like a mining machine. I thought a rest would clear your mind, get you out of that mindset.
I'm not a kid. I would have literally died of boredom in there if it weren't for that goddamn audiobook.
What audiobook?
Oh, some ancient babble about a whaling expedition. What the hell do I care? It was that, cheesy romances, or a fantasy saga. Man, I hate fantasy. So, I chose the whaling one. At least the men were men there. And their captain, Ahab, well, he was missing a leg, so... Yeah, I gotta admit I got pretty hooked.
Do you identify with him?
Man, all I said was that it got slightly more interesting. If you want to open up a book club, go ahead. I'll pass and go back to my work if you don't mind.
Guys, we can keep yelling at each other, or we could think this through and meet for a sort of pros and cons session.
So it's all down to who's better at out-talking the other side, huh?
Hey, I'd like a word with you.
Hey, you wanted to talk? Yeah. So, I heard you're in touch with Lena about our problem.
You did.
I just want to say, asking her for help is the smartest move. You're gonna do as she says, right?
That's the plan.
Good. You should stick to her. You seem to be getting along much better now, aren't you? Yeah, I think so. That's great. To think I was the mastermind behind it. Amazing. It really is. Thanks. Do you think this could be a chance for you and her to, get back together? Maybe. Who knows? Well, in that case, there's something you need to know. I think it's only fair you should know how much deeper your relationship could have been. What do you mean? You see, she was the one who was supposed to go on this mission. She was the head of the hydroponic farms project. I was just helping her out in the lab. She was so excited about taking her solutions to a base like this. She wanted to go so badly. But she failed her medical tests. And you could replace her just like that? Without any preparations? It was madness, but yeah. Somehow I managed to get a crash course in everything in the last moment. It was only possible because I've been close to Lena all the time she'd been preparing. Because she insisted I take her place. Wait a second. Couldn't she just take care of whatever the problem was and enroll for the next mission? Unless you're telling me this was something that wouldn't go away. Well, it was. But also, it was something neither of us wanted to go away. She was pregnant. Oh. I only learned about it the night before takeoff. She didn't want to raise my hopes because it was still such an early stage. We'd been trying before, but every time it ended all too soon. The disappointment was unbearable. And yeah, I can't say it didn't put our marriage to the test. But this time, we were really hoping for a breakthrough. Thing is, I'll never get to know if we were right. Shit. That must feel terrible. For a moment, I even thought I could somehow bring it all back when all this ends. That was before the MRI scan. Funny. I never thought being a father would become so important to me. What about you? Did you ever think about it? I can't say it never crossed my mind, but... Oh, I guess there was always something more important. Find a better job, secure some savings, get the house in shape. The house? Yeah. I gotta tell you, letting go of that house set us free. We just lived in a small apartment Lena's company rented for us. We became carefree, and we just thought, why not? You should have seen her beaming that night she told me. This could be it, Jan, she said. I'll never forget the look on her face. I was supposed to get a good night's sleep before the launch, but we just talked the hours away, laughing and remembering old times. Until at 3 a.m, we ended up singing Big Green Tractor. Oh, man. Yeah, that's right. The unforgettable hit of our mountain road trip. That trip. Man, that must have been in another life. We were crazy, young, and in love. And broke. Remember that rundown car we borrowed from Lena's uncle? Yeah. All it had for a radio was an old CD player and one CD. And the opening track, Big Green Tractor. It made us laugh so much we played it on repeat. Yeah. Those were the times. That trip was where Lena bought us that cheesy shepherd's axe. Remember? Oh, yeah. You know I even packed it on this mission? To remind me of her? Hey, you didn't by any chance have the same idea? No, sorry, I didn't. Oh yeah, stupid me. I got so immersed in memories I almost forgot you two split up. I guess I'm just trying to hold on to anything real and tangible. I packed so many things that reminded me of her, I'm left with nothing. But, of course, there's no way that axe could materialize from another life where it wasn't, well, valued so much. Anyway, thanks for talking. I'm glad I got it off my chest.
Hey, can I ask you a favor? Isn't that what you do all the time? Yeah. Well, this is not mission related, not directly anyway. That's not helping your cause. Right. Do you remember that road trip to the mountains we took with Lena just after we met? Of course I do. We took a lot of unnecessary risks getting into that old pickup without giving it a proper checkup first. What were we thinking? We were in love. Nothing else mattered to us. Well, just confirms that love is not a feeling you should trust too much. Yeah. Anyway, remember the shepherd's axe Lena bought us there? A silly souvenir just for laughs? Please, don't remind me. I need to recreate it. Is this a joke? We don't have time to recreate my groundbreaking research, but we can afford to waste time on a stupid axe? Look, I feel bad about that. But I know I can rely on you even when you're pissed off at me. That's what makes you special. All right? Go on. Let me put it straight. I need help. And of all the alters, you're the only one who can give me the right answers. That's not an unusual situation. So you have questions about the axe? You see, I forgot what it looked like exactly. Wooden handle, steel head, folk ornaments. About those ornaments, it had these red woolly pom-poms attached to it. Do you remember how many? 3. That I'm sure of. But I don't think they were red, Jan. More like magenta, wouldn't you say? Mm-hmm. But are you sure the head was steel, not iron? It was a cheap toy, so I guess you could be right. But it looked quite hard. I'd know for sure if I could see it. That's the whole point. We don't have it. Right. Yeah, about that handle. I think it had some kind of a floral pattern carved on it. Floral? Are you sure? I thought it was more like a zigzag. Oh. Damn, this is not helping. And I thought you'd be the perfect guy to recall technical details. Well, maybe we don't quite agree on the definition of technical details. Now, if you'd asked me about the pressure in our tires before we headed out, or the details of the dissertation I was in a hurry to submit before we left, you'd have gotten them immediately. But a toy axe? I didn't exactly analyze it, if that's what you expected. All I remember is I looked like a fool holding it in that photo Lena took. Shit, you're right. There was a photo. It's a shame I got rid of it. It was a good decision, if you ask me. Well, that settles it then. If I can't help you, no one can. Just let it go and get your mind back to important things. Lena could still have that photo. Lena? Jan, is that what it's really about? We're in a shithole here and all of a sudden you feel like flirting? Mentioning Lena sure is making you nervous. Especially for a guy who doesn't care about emotions. Yes, Jan, irrational behavior makes me cringe. Don't worry, I'll take care of more urgent matters first. Well, in that case, do whatever you want. Just don't waste my time.
Jan? Hello?
Lena, hey. I just wanted to call to say thank you again and ask you about something personal.
Okay, what is it?
Remember that road trip we took to the mountains? Just after we hooked up?
Mm-hmm.
We borrowed a car from your uncle and...
I remember. What about it?
I was just recalling it. All sorts of memories come back to me in here.
Were you recalling it on your own?
You know I'm not alone, but that's not the point.
Isn't it? Earlier, when we talked, you said something about an alter who didn't divorce me. Are you sure talking to these beings is good for you?
Actually, it is. It's helping me a lot. And I'm taking some time to revisit important events from my life.
And you revisited our road trip.
We had a great time back then, didn't we?
We did. Hey, remember that stupid song we played over and over in the car? What was it called?
Big green tractor.
Big green tractor, that's it. How could I forget? We were crazy back then. Young and carefree.
Yeah. Good times.
That trip, it's where I bought you the axe, isn't it?
Yeah. You remembered.
It's kind of hard to forget.
Well, I came up with the idea to recreate it, you know?
What for?
For that alter of mine who, in his mind, he's still with you. He's struggling with his emotions. I want the axe to be exactly the same. You took some photos on that road trip, right? They could be really useful.
Yeah, I did, but I'm not sure I still have them. I'd have to check.
Sure, just let me know if you find anything, okay?
All right, I will.
Thank you, Lena.
Talk soon.
Hi there. Fucking hell. Here we go. No way. Fucking hell. How was that? Fucking it. I got this. Yes! No way. Gonna beat you next time.